What's up, guys? Ricky here with another What's in the Box review. So I just purchased this off eBay last week and finally came in. So let's open this up and see what we got inside. If you haven't dropped any guesses yet, drop some guesses in the comments and we'll see if you're right. Okay, got it opened up here. Looks like it's bubble wrapped pretty good. So I love when people do that. Let's see. Okay, it's just bubbles. Also just bubble wrap. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's something in here. So we got a card back here. Okay, this was a loose action figure, by the way. Let's see, then it looks like we probably have some type of accessories in here. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, just making sure everything is just bubble wrap in here. Yep, looks like it. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. So let's see. Sneak peek here on what we got. So we got some weapons. Okay, cool. Looking good. So here we go. Okay, here are all the little accessories it came with. So it looks like it came with 2 medium-sized spikes here. We got 2 full-size ones there. We got this bone necklace. We have one of the throwing discs. We have a knife. We have 2 different spears. So one closed, one open. And then we do have a nice shoulder cannon here. Looks really good. Okay, now let's see what's actually in this action figure box here. Okay, and here is what we got out of the package. Looking pretty cool, pretty good. So, yeah, nice details. Pretty good condition. Yeah. Awesome, looking nice. So let's get this set up and yeah, see what we're looking at. Okay, and here is the Temple Guard Predator out of the package. And looking pretty awesome. So, okay, if you look here real close, man, that looks cool. So it looks really, really kind of old, like it's really aged, which is really cool. So here we go. So this is the Temple Guard. This is from AVP. This Predator made its, appearance for like, 5 or 10 seconds on the top of a pyramid, I believe. So if you look at it real close, the biomask is cool. So it's silver. And what they did is they did like a brown, looks like a really dirty brown like wash over the top. That makes it look really old, which I think is really cool looking. They did that same thing on the armor here too, right? So silver, and it looks like they did like a brown wash, like I said, over the top. Very, very cool. Yeah, that looks awesome. Very cool. Okay, yeah, so really good paint application. So I love the detail. I like that they did that with the armor. It makes it look unique. It did come with sets of skulls, an extra set of skulls to put there. I don't know if it was to put on other characters, other predators, or on him, so I just put it on him. Did come with a little slot for the spear, which could benefit from a black wash to bring out some of the details. It's got a really cool shoulder cannon here that they also did the same type of theme with, which is nice. So that kind of brown wash over the top. And you have these really cool spear things, so I love that. So you have a few different size spears. You have the middle distance, or the middle length ones, the long length ones, which I'm sure you just plug in there. And then it also came with some short ones, or supposed to, but this one unfortunately did not come with it. But the buyer said that in the eBay listing though. So yeah, look at this. Got some cool leather back there, black with brown washed over the top. Yeah, you got some really cool details. It even came with this little tiny skull there that you hook onto his belt. I feel like that'd be an easy thing to lose for sure, but it's cool that they even thought about those little details. And it does come with a dagger that you get to put kind of in the little sheath there. But looking good. Yeah, loving this. Okay, so here's the Predator's bio. This was a loose figure, but it came with the card back, so I'll show you here. So if you want to read, just pause your screen now. Okay, awesome. And then these are the other ones that came in the group. So I do not have Scar, unfortunately. I do have Temple Guard now, and I did just get the Ancient Warrior, which this one is in the last What's in the Box reviews. This was the other mystery figure that I was looking for quite some time. So really cool action shot there. Okay, cool. So how about we get into the articulation real quick. Here we go. So the head looks up about that far, so it does not look up very far. It does look down a little bit, unfortunately not too far there. You do have a head pivot, not too much, and then you have a little bit of movement there. What happens is the head kind of gets in the way of the cannon there, so the cannon gets in the way of the rotation, but you can still move it a little bit. Arms go up about that far, so not quite 90 degrees. You do have a bicep swivel, which this one seems to be a little on the stuck side. Then you have double jointed elbows. You do have wrist articulation that is on a ball joint, and you do have the gauntlet articulation as well. So this one did come with these spikes. This is a really unique thing here for the Temple Guard. So you can just plug them in there, no big deal. Okay, looks like the cannon fell off there, but it should be able to stick back on. You can crunch it that far, so you get a little ab crunch. You can get a little bit back, and then you get a side to side, and you get the rotation for sure. There is a little connector piece here, so I don't know how much you can rotate it without, obviously I don't want to tear that, so, but just to let you know. So there's one bummer here. Unfortunately, this leg is stuck, and obviously I didn't know that from the pictures when I purchased it, but I know that's a common thing. I know I've had that happen with a lot of my Predators as they get stuck. So it is stuck, so unfortunately it does not go forward at all. It does have double jointed knees and a rotation as well, which is nice. And then we do have foot articulation, which is on a ball joint. You get some good rotation there. This one does go up just fine, so it goes up not too far, right? So not very far at all. And then you can get them into the splits just fine. So yeah, so right here is where it gets stuck. And the thing is too about this one that's tricky is because it's stuck, it's actually stuck and it's stuck down. So like the inside where they're connected, both legs are kind of connected to each other here. What happened is it's actually angled like this. So like at this kind of odd angle. So what happens is this leg is longer than this one now. So when you stand him, he's kind of got this weird, awkward sideways lean, which is kind of unfortunate. So I'll see if I can figure that out. Feel free to drop in comments some stuff that works for you, because I've tried the hot gun, I've tried hot water, I've tried the freezer, I've tried lots of things, and sometimes they work, but I haven't been able to get a whole lot of those things to work on the Predators without like feeling like I'm going to break it, and I definitely don't want to break it because this is a very hard Predator to find. So that's kind of what I dealt with here. But other than that, I mean, it's got not the best articulation, but for the ABP line, I mean, the articulation is pretty standard, and you can still get into a couple cool poses. So I'm not disappointed by any means. Okay, and here's a size comparison that we got, and this is the Guardian Predator on the right, which is from the new Lost Tribe wave. This is kind of like your standard height and build for Predator. And you can tell, like, it stands actually quite a bit taller. So it looks like the top of Guardian's head goes about a little past the eyes on the Temple Guard. Right, and the Temple Guard is just much more stocky. So you can tell they did the same body type for all of the AVP Predators, which I think is really cool. I like the firm, muscular kind of build. I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah, and that's the one that was in the last one. So, looking pretty good. I'd say size comparison's pretty nice, and it stands where it should. Let's get a good size here for you all. So it looks like it stands about a little over 8.5 inches tall. And then as far as centimeters go, it looks like we are at around 21 centimeters. So that's a little size there. And just to let you know, and I keep saying this on my videos, so I am working on a Lost Tribe thing right now. So if you haven't checked out, I have behind the shots. You can see some photography I did with these guys. Right now I'm just waiting on the Elder Predator, and once I get him, I will be bringing a new kind of a lore type video where I kind of go through the entire Lost Tribe, the lore, any connecting characters that I think are vital or can bring some extra, pieces to the story. So stay tuned for that. But as far as size goes, I think this figure's size is pretty good. So how about we get into final thoughts? Okay, so final thoughts on Temple Guard from AVP. I like this figure, so I think it's pretty good. So I like all the paint details. I like the armor. I like the uniqueness of it. So there's really, I mean, I just think one, right, the little wrist blades I think are cool because they're very different. So the gauntlets on any figure hasn't been done before besides on this one. I love the biomask, and I think it's really cool they did this brown wash over the top to make it look old. I really like that, and just overall the look of it is amazing. So the only drawback is, like I said earlier, the articulation is not the best on this one, especially since I have that leg that's kind of stuck. Um, so that's a bummer. But overall, I think it's a great figure. So I did pay quite a bit for this, kind of on eBay, loose. However, it is way cheaper than some of the other price I've seen, and this is just a figure I thought would be really nice to get. So typically, I like to pay, I only pay retail price, or I wait till it goes clearance or discounted. So I thought it'd be nice just to pay a little bit more, but get a figure that I'd really like. So yep. So hopefully you like the review. Feel free to like and subscribe. We did pass 900 subscribers, which is amazing. So let's go for 1,000. So and tell your friends, tell family, whatever, tell people you know. And I'll keep bringing reviews, customizations, and any behind the shots and photography stuff to you guys. So thank you all again so much, and I will see you in the next video.